So good morning, everybody. This is our webinar, our introduction webinar to our 3-day detox journey. I am Sharon Fiani, right now talking to you live from Treasure Beach, Jamaica, which is where I have a little tiny cottage on the beach. I call it my home away from home. And I came here yesterday so I could really get into that space physically, mentally, spiritually, energetically, that I can serve each and every one of you, each and every one of the 1,300 of you across the globe who took the great decision to sign up for this 3-day detox. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me in this journey. And my intention in these 3 days is to awaken a whole new level of being, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally as well, so that you are able to truly, truly have the energy, the vitality, the sense of self-confidence to go out into your life and do whatever it is that you do, whatever your gifts are, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or the top executive in your business. I am hoping that these 3 days will show you and give you the tools to help you to up-level every area of your life so that you're able to do what you do, but with more energy, with more joy, with more vitality, with more love, with more expression, and with more peace in your life. So I know you may think you have signed up for a detox, but it's not just a physical detox, even though that is a very strong component of these 3 days. But it is an opportunity for you to really take a little time to stop and take stock and remember that the most important person in the world is you. And when you feel good, when you're full of energy and vitality, your whole world around you is different. So my friends, the warmest welcome. Before we begin and before I begin any of my webinars or my practices, we always start with a little centering. So happy Sunday. Let's start with a little yoga breathing, just to bring us into this moment, to connect all of us on this journey together, even though we are coming from all across the globe. I like to think that we're all meeting together in this sacred circle, in the field of consciousness, together, even though we're not physically here, we are connected. There's some reason why each and every one of you signed up for this program, and we're here together to do it and to support each other. So before I begin and get into the juicy parts of this webinar, I just would love you to find your most comfortable seat. If you're sitting on a chair, put your feet flat on the floor, wiggle yourself back, let your spine grow tall. If you're on the floor in your bed, you can cross your legs. If you're unable to cross your legs, it doesn't matter. I just want you to get comfortable, but allow your spine to be nice and straight. And then bring your hands together and start to rub them vigorously. Just rub your hands. Just feel the connection of your right palm to your left palm and the friction, the heat that you're creating, the energy, and even this little tiny movement of rubbing your hands together actually starts to deepen your breath a little bit. So close your eyes, deepen your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, just feeling the warmth of your hands. When you rub your hands together, it sends a signal to your brain for your mind and body to connect. So connect the mind and body now with your breath, and then speed up your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just place your right hand on your heart and the left hand over the right. Sit up even taller and let your elbows relax. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth and just let it go. Again, breathe in. Let it go. One more time. Deep breath in. And then just breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. 5 breaths like this. Breathing in, drawing the breath up through both nostrils. Filling up your lungs. Exhaling as you empty your body of breath. Just relax. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice. Breathing in. And breathing out. As you inhale, feel yourself creating expansion, extension in your body. As you breathe out, feel yourself letting go of any tightness, any tension, any holding. Just 2 more breaths, breathing in deeply into your heart center. One more, slow, deep breath. Breathe all the way into your beautiful heart. Exhale it out. And then keeping your eyes closed, feel your hands at your heart. Continuing to breathe. And just sense that your mind, your body, and your heart right now are connected through the thread of your breath. So breathing in, being aware of the breath coming in, and breathing out and just being aware of the sensations around your heart. One more breath like that, breathing in, being mindful and conscious and aware of your breath coming in. And breathing out and just being mindful, conscious, and aware of the breath out and the feeling in your heart. And then inhale deeply. And as you exhale, just drop your chin to your chest, your head to your heart. So you're just bowing in. And then inhale, let your head rise. Your hands come together in prayer. You can open your eyes. Namaste, my friends. Good morning, officially. Welcome to our webinar. Welcome to the first part of your 3-day journey. I am so happy to be here. I am so humbled and grateful for each and every one of you that took the plunge, that decided to enter this program. And some of you don't know me at all. Some of you are familiar with my work. So whether you're familiar with my work or never met me before, it doesn't matter. Every day we are new beings and we are open for new experiences. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I am going to stop and check in if there are any important questions, things that I need to know right now. And then I'll go into the first part of the Detox Manual and what you need to know. So I hope that you have seen your Detox Manual in your email, and if possible, printed off this beautiful 22-page manual that my incredible team put together. And if you don't want to waste your beautiful ink, print it in black and white. But this can be a Bible for you, not just for these 3 days, but for your life. So don't worry if you haven't printed it off right now, just be where you are. So I'm Sharon Fiani. I am a wife and mother of 3 beautiful kids, aged 20, 14, and 11. I live in Montego Bay, Jamaica. I may not look it, but I am 100% Jamaican, born and grow here, as we say. I have been teaching and practicing and sharing yoga on this island for the past 30 years. I call myself a wellness warrior. I am a warrior for health and happiness and wellness. And it has been my mission and mantra to come back to my island. I was living away, to come back to Jamaica and help as many people as I can here live fit, live life, live love. And what I mean about that, that's my tagline, and you're going to hear it over and over. Living fit to me means, first of all, and most importantly, being spiritually fit. So we may definitely want to be physically fit so we have lots of energy, and that's very important. But first and foremost, being spiritually fit, being able to come into our center, being able to ride the waves of life as they ebb and flow, the highs and the lows, being able to deal with crises and compassion, times when we are required to find forgiveness and compassion in our hearts, and to be able to be connected to something divine, whether that means God or Rastafari or Buddha or Allah or just the divine universe. The sense that we're not alone, that we are connected. That's what I mean by being spiritually fit. Physically fit, of course, is so important. And I have been in the fitness and spiritual and wellness world and yoga world for years because it gives me the energy and the vitality and the strength and the perseverance to just keep on sharing and doing what I do. So I want you to be so physically strong and fit that you can keep on sharing and moving around your world and doing whatever it is that you want to do in your world with energy and vitality. So that is a living fit part, spiritually fit, physically fit, nutritionally fit, and that is where we're really going to focus on in these 3 days. Why do I want you to be physically fit, to live fit, so that you're able to live your life, so that you are able to do whatever it is that you're passionate about in your life, whatever your job is or your passion is, you have that extra edge, that extra energy to enjoy life and to be open to new experiences and to grow and to learn and to take risks and to fall off a bicycle and get back on again. I want you to have that kind of fearlessness approach to life. And that only comes when you feel confident in yourself. And the next piece from living fit to living life is living love. You cannot love anybody else. And you know this. You can't love anybody else unless you truly, truly love and accept yourself exactly as you are. And this is the work that we're going to be doing in these 3 days. Yes, we are doing a physical detox, but we're also doing a mental, spiritual detox as well, so that we can get back to that place of who we truly are and love and accept ourselves exactly as we are in this moment in our lives right now. So that is my mantra. That is my passion. Those of you that have known me for a long time, you know this is what I was born to do. And I use that eating healthy and exercise and meditation, these great tools that I'm going to share with you this week, to give me the passion and the energy to be able to share what I love and do with you. So that is what I mean by living fit, living life, living love. So apart from that, I am, as I said, a master yoga teacher. I used to own a yoga studio in Kingston for 14 years, Shakti Mind Body Fitness. Many of you may know it. Send me a little shout out if you are a Shakti person or were a Shakti person. By the way, we're always Shakti people. And I do live yoga retreats here in Jamaica where people come here and spend 5 days or a week with me. But the thing I'm most proud of, which is not around me, I thought I had one. This last year, I became the proud author of 2 very important things. One is my Live Fit Kitchen cookbook, which is a compilation of all the detox recipes that I have used with my clients over the last 8 years, as well as an online yoga, detox, and self-care program that I've called Shakti Activation that I created. So it's a 7-day online yoga, detox, and self-care program that is the most incredibly transformational week-long program I know out there, because it addresses all aspects of ourselves. So it's 7 days of yoga videos that are filmed right here on the beach at my house here in Treasure Beach. It is 7 days of meditation videos, because meditation is really the key to getting to that place inside of radical love and acceptance. And I just give you little tiny introduction to meditation videos so that you can get a sense of what it feels like and a sense of many different styles. And then I also give you 7 days of menus from my Live Fit Kitchen cookbook as well as a private Facebook group that we're all connected with, and it is amazing. But more about that later. What we are doing starting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is kind of like a mini Shakti Activation. So the name of that 7-day online program is Shakti Activation. And why did I call it Shakti? So the name of my yoga studio was Shakti Mind Body Fitness. What is Shakti? So Shakti is the yogic word for energy, life force, and creativity. You have Shakti, I have Shakti. Shakti is that energy, that joy, that passion, that thing that allows us to get creative in our life, to see life through rose-colored glasses, or if the life is not rose-colored, we're smart enough to figure out how to navigate our way around the trials and tribulations of life so that we can stay in a positive space and help those around us to be in that space too. So Shakti is always there, but it gets diminished. That light, its energy gets diminished by things like poor eating habits, lack of self-care, negative people, toxic situations, not moving your body a lot makes your Shakti get stagnant. And my whole life, I don't know why, I've always been attracted to that word Shakti, but it is about helping people to find that light inside again, to find that glow, to find that joy, to find that sense of who you truly are and to own it. So it's called Shakti Activation. So really what we're doing in these 3 days is just a little taste of what that program is all about. Yes? But you are so lucky because you're getting all the added benefits of this incredible team of beautiful women that are going to be actually doing these 3 days with me here in Treasure Beach. And we're going to be feeding it live to you. And these are women in the wellness fields, people I look up to here in Jamaica, who are on the top of their game, who will be doing the program with me, but also sharing all of their wisdom with you too. So I don't know how smart you were to sign up for this program, but you are really here at the right place at the right time because it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to take a little breath, a little pause, so I can put my glasses on and see if there's anybody saying things. So hello, everybody. So Sharon Thomas, looking forward to these 3 days. Always a pleasure to participate. Sharon, welcome again. So great to have you. Kimmy, so grateful to join again. Detox with you ladies is very special. Brentino, is there a telephone number to call into? Only access, only the audio. The audio is not good. Is the audio good right now? Somebody tell me. Okay, good. Audio seems to be good. Shakti Fitness for Life. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy was our Shakti girl, I know. And somebody, Pauline says, love the cookbook. Pauline, thank you so much. And then I'm just popping up these ask a questions here. So thank you, Adeline. I'm glad the audio is good because the internet here can be dicey. Okay, here's a question. I lose weight easily. Can you advise what portions are foods? You know what? I'm going to address these questions in the box as I go through this. Okay? All right. So any questions that you have, put it in that ask section. So in your emails, you've got this beautiful manual. At some point, actually, today would be a very good day for you to print it out. So what we're going to address here is some of the reasons, the real reasons why we need to detox, right? Hi, Sumi, welcome to see you again. So some of the reasons why we really need to detox, the 5 pillars of my detox program that I have tried and tested, and just, it's the formula that I have found that really works for people. And how you need to prepare. So what you need to be doing between the rest of today's Sunday and tomorrow Monday to get really prepared, because preparation, guys, is the key to success in everything in life. Please do not go into this detox waking up on Tuesday morning without having your meals ready to eat for that day, without having prepared them. And I'll talk more about that. So let us begin. So my question, or the first question in my manual, is when is the last time that you really took care of you? And I'm not talking about getting a mani-pedi or getting your hair done, because everybody gets that done, rushing to get their mani-pedi, rushing to get their hair, rushing to the next thing. When is the last time you've actually stopped, taken a deep breath in and a long breath out, and just allowed yourself to be and given yourself some space? It's been a long time, right? For most of us in the modern day world that we're living in, there is no more space, right? We're going from one thing to the next thing. So these 3 days are an opportunity for you, even though you're going to go to work, you're going to do whatever it is that you do in life. You do not need to take time off of work or fly anywhere. You're going to do this program from the privacy of home so that you learn how to incorporate these timeless tools of yoga, meditation, self-care, and healthy eating from home. So nobody doing it for you, so that you can learn this for your life, okay? You are getting so much information now that is going to serve you not just for these 3 days, but forever. So when is the last time that you took a Epsom salts bath or spent some time in nature? This week or these 3 days are for you to really stop. And I want you to start thinking about this today. When is the last time I've really taken care of myself? And I want you to say, I'm going to really, even though I'm working, even though I'm going to take some spaces between the moments of my life and take care of me, okay? So that is why we're doing this program, because when we are not taking care of ourselves, meaning we are rushing around eating processed foods, grabbing a meal or skipping meals, we are staying up late at night and working nonstop, or we're on our phones, or we are in stressful situations and a high level of stress all the time, what happens is that the body goes into toxic overload, okay? There are 7 major organs of detox. The head honcho is your liver, but the liver also has the kidneys, the colon, the skin, the lungs, the lymphatic system, the sinuses. All of these organs help your body to process and remove toxins. But when we are overloaded from toxins in our bodies, toxins that come from what we're eating, processed foods, fertilizers, pesticides, packaged foods, fast foods, what we are drinking, what we are inhaling, the pollution that is just in the air in the modern world that we're living, what we are experiencing in radiation with these little new body parts that we have attached to our chest and our hips and our ears and our brain, what the radiation that we're getting from that, and most of all, the toxins that we're getting from toxic people around us, toxic work environments, toxic situations that we just don't seem to have the confidence or the ability to step away from. When we have an abundance of toxins in our system, it turns the chemistry of our blood into an acidic state. You do not want to have an acidic state in your body. This is where dis-ease thrives. This is what drives dis-ease to thrive. So these 3 days are intended to transform your body from an acidic state to an alkaline state. So changing the actual chemistry of your blood, not just by what you're eating and drinking, and by what you are not eating and drinking, what you're eliminating, but also by using the techniques of deep breathing, a little movement and yoga, meditation, and getting to bed early at night is going to help you to transform from an acidic state to an alkaline state. My great mentor and teacher, Tony Robbins, says, you have to alkalize to energize. There is no way, some of you are here for weight loss. I never sell my program as a weight loss program. There's no way you're ever going to lose weight and keep it off unless your body is in an alkaline state. And I'll explain a little bit more of that later. You see, what happens when your body is acidic? Well, what does acid do? You tell me, what does acid do? Acid corrodes, acid burns, acid just changes everything. Good thing, right? Acid is like something that destroys things. So when your poor little body is in toxic overload, all those beautiful 7 organs of detox cannot handle the acid. They dump the acid out into your bloodstream. So 2 things happen when acid is dumped into your bloodstream. Those beautiful little red blood cells that are flowing through your capillaries, your veins, your heart, start to huddle up together to protect themselves from the acid. So instead of flowing, they're huddling up. They're forming like little armies to protect themselves. And so they move through your body like these, globs of sludge. So if your blood is moving around like sludge, how are you going to feel? Like sludge, like heavy, like lethargic, like tired all the time, right? Make sense? The other thing that the poor little red blood cells do when they have this attack of acid is they tend to form this barrier around them, this mucus barrier around them to protect the acid going in. So when they protect the acid going in, what's also happening is they are preventing all the good things that your cell needs from going in as well. So the oxygen, the vitamins, the hydration, the phytonutrients, all of those good things are not getting into your system. So you're just not operating on an optimal level, look like in your body. And I want you to listen carefully, and I want you to tell me if you're having 1 or 2 or 3 or any of these 12 major signs that your body might be in toxic overload. I want you to just say here in the chat if you're having 1 or 2 or 3 of these symptoms or more for, say, more than a month, okay? Because if you are, it's a signal that your body really needs to take stock, is to rest, recoup, and reset itself. So some of the 12 signs that you may be in toxic overload is low energy, always feeling tired and sluggish, even if you had 8 hours sleep, okay? So low energy, fatigue. Sinus and allergy problems. Remember, your sinuses are detox. When you're toxic, your body's going to send that mucus to protect your sinuses, and you're going to start to drain. And sinuses, allergies all the time, that is a sign. Migraines and frequent headaches, major sign. Indigestion, bloating, frequent gas, diarrhea or constipation. Something is happening in your stomach and you know it. You're bloated, you're passing gas all the time, you're burping. Sorry to be so graphic, but something is wrong. When you eat, you don't feel good, right? Insomnia, unable to sleep at night. You're tossing, you're turning, you just cannot sleep. Your mind is racing. Skin conditions, skin irritations, adult acne, eczema, itching, scalp is itching, pimples coming up on your face. So that is another thing. Anxiety, so many of us, anxiety, depression, mood swings that you just can't seem to shake no matter what you do. You're always feeling that way. Severe PMS, so people that can't go to work because they have their period, or early onset of perimenopause or menopause. These are all signs. Another one that I'm seeing so much, joint pain and early onset of arthritis. So young people, I'm talking 20s and 30s, that their joints are hurting them, their knees, their hips, their fingers, their toes. That's a sign that your body is in an acidic state. Another one, of course, you get everything that is going around, every cold, every virus, you're always getting sick no matter what. And another one that people don't really associate with being toxic is lack of focus. You just can't seem to focus on one thing, get things done. Your lack of focus, you cannot concentrate. And last but not least, You think you're doing everything right. You're going to the gym, you're eating right, you're doing what you think are the right things, but you cannot lose weight because you just feel like there's a tire around your belly, particularly around the belly area. There's just a tire, another layer that you want to get rid of, that no matter what you do, it just won't budge. These, my friends, are the 12 major signs that your body may be in toxic overload. And yes, I'm getting this from so many people here in the chat. I'm always tired. I can't sleep. I have all those systems, bloating, windy, burpy, all of the above. Sinuses, allergies, skin irritations, joint pain. Debbie, my symptoms, low energy, poor digestion. So all of you, moody, anxiety, PMS, it's all coming up. So there are so many of us that are just walking around the world just accepting this. Or there's choices, right? You can just accept it and not think about it, which I don't know. I could not live with joint pain or, bloating. I've been there. I don't want to go into the whole history of how I got into this, because I don't want to take up your whole Sunday, but that's another story. But that's not how we should be operating. We should be in a complete state of optimal health and wellness. So we can take a pill to fix most of those things, right? Can't we? You got a headache, you take a pill. You have stomach issues, you take an antacid. You have anxiety, take a anti-anxiety pill. We can take something for arthritis. We can use pills and other things to help us mask the symptoms, right? Or we can make a decision to do something about it naturally, using the intelligence of our body and just a few little tweaks in our way that we are feeding our bodies, and also how we are taking care of ourselves. So for me, it was a long journey to getting here and to understanding that your body is the most incredible tool of healing. And if you just give it some love and attention, you'll be amazed that in 3 days, all of these nagging symptoms can literally disappear if you truly, truly pay attention to the program and follow it. And I mean this from my heart, and you can read hundreds of testimonials of people that have done this program that have seen this transformation. Okay, so that's where I want you to get. All right, so I always say in my detoxes, it takes 3 days to let go, 7 days to renew, and 21 days to a whole new you. So these 3 days are like a taste for you and an opportunity for your body to start to let go of these toxins, okay? So when your body's letting go of your toxins, you may feel a little bit of your detoxing symptoms. It's okay. We're going to ride through them. I'll explain what that might look like or feel like. But if you are really feeling a lot of these symptoms, I'm going to encourage you to take this program and continue it for 7 days or even to 21 days. All right, but more on that later. Let's just focus on the now and what you need to do now, today, Monday, to get ready for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so there are 3 phases of this program and 5 pillars of the program. So right here on page, it's not numbered, but right here on the program overview, between today and Monday, you're going to prepare for your program. So in your manual, you have a shopping list. I'm going to get into all of the food stuff later, so don't panic. But it's not just preparing the food. I want you to mentally prepare. I want you to set up a sacred space in your home that you can try the yoga practices that you're going to get and the meditation practices. I'd like you to clean out your cupboards and your pantries from all tempting foods, that last piece of chocolate, the wine, the bag of chips. I just want you to take them up in a box and just give them away. I want you to clear out your kitchen, your pantry, your physical space from any of those foods that are tempting to you, that you know are not going to serve you in these next 3 days, okay? And I want you to prepare your family or the people that are around you and say, look, I'm detoxing. Please support me. Do not lick ice cream in front of my face or tease me or try to see what I'm eating, please support me, because this is my choice to do this. And you know what? Why don't you join me? So I really truly suggest to you to grab your partner, or the person or people in your homes that you live with, if you do, or co-workers if you have them, and just say, do this with me. Share the information and join me. All right. So Sunday and Monday are about shopping, preparing, setting up, meal prepping, and getting ready. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're in the heart of the program. And on Friday, we ease out of the program, or we make a decision to continue through the weekend and beyond. Okay. So there are 5 pillars to my detox program. We're going to eliminate, we're going to incorporate, we're going to accelerate, we're going to motivate, and we're going to reinstate. What does that mean? I'll take you through step by step. The first thing that we're going to do on this detox is eliminate what I call the bad boys. You might call them the bad girls, but I'm calling them the bad boys. Now, these things are not necessarily bad, but these are things that build up toxins in your body because they produce acid. So what are they? Sugar, alcohol, wheat, dairy, all acidic producing foods, which I'll explain a little bit more, all processed foods. And for these 3 days, I've never done this before, but for these 3 days, we're going to go completely plant-based, meaning we're not going to eat any animal protein, no dairy, no sugar, no meat, all vegetarian. You're going to be amazed. I am not vegan. I am not vegetarian. I eat chicken and fish, but mostly, I would say 80% of my diet is plant-based. And I can tell you, having been a complete vegetarian vegan and having been a complete meat eater, that this balance of eating mostly plants 80% of the time is a huge game changer in your wellness. So we are going to be eliminating the bad boys, and we're going to be incorporating what I call high vitality, organic as possible, super nutritious, alkalining foods and drinks into our bodies. So most detox programs only focus on the elimination. You take these powders, you don't eat anything, you drink these crazy drinks, or you pop these pills. There's nothing about that in my program. In fact, even though I do believe in a small or a short juice cleanse or something like that, I really feel that when we're truly detoxing, there needs to be food in our body to absorb the toxins and take it out of our system. So there's absolutely no starvation on my program. You have a green shake in the morning, you have breakfast, lunch is the main meal of the day, you have a small afternoon snack, and dinner is soup and salad in the evening. There's no starvation. And when you start to eat what I call high vitality foods, you actually feel like eating less because this food is giving you so much more energy than processed, heavy, pesticide and pesticide full, fertilizer full food. Okay? So we eliminate, we incorporate, we accelerate the program. Remember, I only have you for 3 days, right? So we accelerate the program with our yoga practice, with our breathing, with getting 8 hours of sleep a night, with hydrating our bodies, with, very importantly, taking a rest, a 12-hour rest from the last thing that we eat at night till the first thing that we have in the morning. So I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about the latest fad in the wellness world, which is intermittent fasting. So having been in this world, I've seen 1 gazillion new diets. Every year there is the new diet, the new thing, the keto, the paleo, the vegan, the whatever, intermittent fasting. All of that is amazing and all of it works. But my approach to nutrition is about being sustainable, being able to live life, enjoy food, but do it in such a way that 80% of the time you are really eating optimally healthy food, and the 20% of the time you can enjoy your life. You go on vacation, you want to have a glass of wine, a piece of chocolate, you're going out to a new restaurant. So because feeling guilty around food serves no one. I want you to love food and learn to love healthy, high vitality food. So we eliminate, we incorporate, we accelerate, and we motivate. Motivating means there are 1,300 of us across the globe participating in that program. Just close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes, open your hands, and just think that there are 1,300 people in the room with you right now. Just see what that looks like. 1,300 plus some more extra in this room doing this program with us. Feel the support of each and every person, because we are coming into this program at different levels. Some of us have never even heard of yoga. Some of us have never gone without meat for a day, much less 3 days. Some of us are coming where our bodies are not in a shape to really even move around. Some of us may be in a wheelchair. Wherever you are is where you're meant to be. But there are 1,300 people here starting this program together from base zero. And we're going to support each other through our emails, so this is very important. I want you to be sure that you're following me on my public Facebook page. There was a link to it in an email before, and on Instagram. And the 4 amazing wellness gurus that are coming to Treasure Beach to do this program with me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, their social media handles are on your emails. Get on us, right? Because we are going to be sharing so much incredible content to motivate you on this journey. I've never done anything like this before, and the divine universe has just put everything together. But we are going to be having Camilla McDonald, who is probably the biggest fitness wellness guru in Jamaica. She's amazing, beautiful soul. She also runs detox programs and healthy eating, and her specialty is HIIT training, high intensity interval training, 30 minutes of workout that cover all the bases that help you to burn fat and stay in a state of high metabolism for the whole day. And Camilla is going to be sharing why those HIIT workouts are so effective, and she's even going to give us a 30-minute free HIIT workout that you get to keep. Then Dr. Kamani Borland, who actually is Kamani's Kim. Oh God, I'm going to get all the K's because there are lots of K's on this program. Who is actually Camilla's sister, who is a naturopathic doctor and a yoga teacher and one of the most sweetest souls on earth. And she's going to talk to us about how and why, from a medical standpoint, detoxing is so important. She's going to explain to you the effects of all the things that we're receiving, the toxins in our food, the toxins that we're putting on our bodies, the toxins from our cleaning agents, the toxins in our work environment. She's going to explain how those actually cause dysfunction, disruption in our endocrine system, our hormonal system, and explain when our hormonal system is out of balance, why it causes this ripple effect of dis-ease in our bodies. So she's amazing. And there's also the beautiful award-winning vegan blogger, Jessica in the Kitchen, who inspired me to really just take these 3 days and say, it's all vegan, it's all plant-based. This is what she does. She shares the most amazing vegan recipes. So if you're trying to go more in the plant-based world, she's an incredible wealth of knowledge. So we're going to be surrounded by these beautiful women sharing what they do and giving you more and more information. So we eliminate, we incorporate, we accelerate, we motivate. And then hopefully at the end of these 3 days, I get to reinstate you back into your world, into your life, a little different version of you, perhaps feeling a little lighter, a little more open, more joyous, more comfortable in your skin and your body, and with all the tools in your toolbox to carry you on this journey of health for your life. So that is the crux of my program, the 5 pillars of my program. So what do you need to know most importantly right now? I want you to make sure that you go into your program and you read about the 5 pillars of the detox program, okay? I want you to really listen in and read carefully how we accelerate through the breath work, self-care, through getting sleep, through getting hydrated. You must be drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So do the math. If you're 120 pounds, you should be drinking 60 ounces of water a day. So a big water bottle is about 50 ounces, right? You should be drinking at least 60 ounces if you're 120 pounds. So do the math. And if you are in the sun or in the Caribbean or in Jamaica and you're sweating, you should be drinking actually more. And when you're detoxing, it's just really good to flush yourself as much as you can with liquid. So how do you prepare in the next 3 days? The first step is block time in your calendar. So I want you to take out your little calendars. I'm very old school. Mine is write everything down, right? You may do it on your smartphone. I want you to block your calendar and I want you to create time for yourself. I want you to create time in the morning, even if you have to wake up an hour earlier in those 3 days to do a little yoga breathing with us. I would like you to, can everybody hear me now? Everybody hearing me well? Give me a thumbs up if you're hearing me well. Because I just seeing here, Jody said I was breaking up before. Okay, I hope you're hearing me well. I want you to block time in your calendar. And I want you today to begin the process of meal preparation. Now, in your email today, you got a video that I have already done, a webinar that I've done that you can just tap into. It's about an hour long that teaches you about meal prep. So I want you to prepare your meals. Take some time. It probably is going to take you a good 2 hours to look at the recipes, decide what you want to have in the next 3 days out of the choices that I have given you, and then go and shop for them home and prepare them. If you're scared and getting into the kitchen gives you anxiety, you must watch that video and it will help you to just tried and true tips for meal prep and setting yourself up for success. In the next today, and to go to bed a little earlier, I want you to start to hydrate a little bit more. As I said before, I want you to clear out your kitchens. And I want you to read this page, which explains what a day in your life of your detox. Now, listen up carefully. You're going to begin your day by waking up a little earlier than usual so you get a chance to do your yoga practice in the morning or your meditation practice in the morning and a little bit of time in the evening to do your meditation practice or your yoga practice. It just depends on how much time that you have, okay? When you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you're going to do is close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and just take a few moments to say thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for another opportunity. Thank you for this new experience. Just be, even if it's 3 breaths of gratitude. You're then going to get up from your bed and you're going to drink a glass of room temperature or warm lemon or lime water. All of this is in your manual. So lemon and lime are the only non-acidic fruits that actually turn, for some unusual scientific reason, don't ask me to explain it, alkaline in your body. So lemon and lime, first thing in the morning, help to flush the toxins out of your body and help to wake up your liver, that head honcho of detox. And this is a great thing to continue for the rest of your life. I have my lemon and lime water every single day. The next thing after you have your lemon and lime water, you are going to do what I call your hour of power. I did not make up that word. Again, my amazing mentor, Tony Robbins, calls it your hour of power, where you're going to move your body. So whether you do the yoga practice that I sent you, or you go for a brisk walk, or you go to the gym, or a swim, or go for a run, whatever it is, whatever physical shape you are in right now, I want you to dedicate that you're going to wake up and you're going to move your body first thing. Remember, if we want to shift our emotional state, we have to get moving. The word emotion has what word in it? Motion. So if we want to shift our emotional, mental, physical state, we have to move. It's just no question, but we have to get the Shakti moving. So you're going to get up and do some form of exercise before anything else. And that's why I'm encouraging you to get up a little earlier and start your day a little earlier. Promise you the rewards will be tenfold. Then you are going to drink your green shake. So every morning I've given you 2 recipes. I've tried to keep the recipes and what I'm giving you super simple without many choices because I don't want to confuse you. Pick one shake out of those and just buy the ingredients for one of those shakes and get to love it for the next 3 days. If you're a super genius in the kitchen, go for it. But I don't want you to spend a lot of money on food. I don't want you to think you have to buy everything on the shopping list. I want you to go in and say, that looks interesting, and buy what you think you can shop and prepare for. So then you're going to have your green shake. Why are we starting with a green shake in the morning? Is because that is the most efficient way to alkaline your body. In that green shake, you're going to get all the phytonutrients and vitamins and minerals, the alkalining components to help your body immediately start that process of alkalining. Then half an hour at least. If you want to wait more time between your shake and your breakfast, you can do so. And then your breakfast is, just remember, as long as it doesn't have sugar, alcohol for breakfast, wheat or dairy or processed foods, you're good to go. But I've suggested for breakfast to keep it very simple. Some cooked up veggies, and all my suggestions are here. Some cooked up veggies with a piece of yam or breadfruit or banana if you're in Jamaica, or if you're not here and can't access those kind of beautiful, what we call ground provisions, foods from the earth, then maybe a slice of Ezekiel or some other type of gluten-free bread. Or you could have some smashed up avocado pear. We call it pear here in Jamaica, smashed up avocado on a piece of gluten-free toast, or if you're in Jamaica, on a piece of baked bami or a piece of breadfruit. Or I've given you the recipe for my vanilla coconut chia seed pudding. Chia seeds are these superfood seeds that get very gelatinous, meaning they expand when you add liquid to them. And therefore, they're really good to help you clean out your colon. So you can get as fancy about this detox as you want, or keep it as simple as you want. And I suggest, if it's the first time you're doing this, just keep it as simple as you want. I have not put any fancy recipes with any expensive ingredients here. That is for my longer detoxes. This, I want you to just keep as simple as you can. Throughout the day, you're going to hydrate. I've given you a recipe for my anti-inflammatory detox elixir with ginger, turmeric, and lemongrass. Lunch is going to be the main meal of your day. So I have given you 3 different lunch options here. 1, And all of these have recipes, right? Except for the breakfast one where you cook up your own veggies. There's no recipe for that. That's pretty much a no-brainer. But there's a recipe for a kale, avocado, plantain power salad that you can serve with some jerked infused black beans or any kind of beans. You can do that with some cheesy sweet potato fries or a piece of baked plantain. So on your plate, you want your plate to follow what I call the 80-10-10 rule, where 80% of your plate is greens, whether they're cooked or raw. 10% of your plate is protein, whether they come from beans, nuts, and seeds. 10% of your plate is complex carbohydrates. I'm not talking about rice or pasta. I'm talking about really foods from the earth. The ancient grains like quinoa, or even better than grains, are ground provisions, yams, sweet potatoes, breadfruits, plantain, green banana, all of these amazing foods that we have here in the Caribbean. And if you're not in the Caribbean, they are still readily available at so many health food stores. I just feel that foods that really come from the earth and are unprocessed are the best things for us. So look at your lunch menu, choose which one, choose something for the next 2 days. You're going to want to prepare your beans. You're going to want to chop up your veggies and wash them and have them ready. You're going to want to roast some nuts and seeds so you can sprinkle on. You're going to want to make your salad dressings, right? So that you have really good salad dressings. So I want you to prepare, look at your menus, shop for them between today and tomorrow, and spend 2 hours preparing your meals, okay? In the afternoon, you're going to get a snack. Again, I want you to hydrate with water or a cup of herbal tea. Or you can have coconut water. Coconut water is such a great thing to have during detox. I like to say try to get the coconuts from the younger jelly coconuts. If you're in a place where you're not able to get fresh coconuts, I prefer you not to buy the boxed or processed coconut water. It's just not really good. So in the afternoon, you can have one fruit, a piece of papaya, watermelon, a banana, an apple, whatever is convenient to you. Or you can make another 8 ounces of your smoothie. That is what I've been finding that's so amazing. I've been finding in the mid-afternoon when I get a little hungry or tired before dinner, I just make a small green smoothie. Or I keep extra from the morning and I have that, and that keeps you going. In the evening time, when you come home from work or before you have dinner, I want you to set aside a little time for meditation or for yoga. So if you're super busy in the morning and rushing and getting kids to school and all of that, do your meditation in the morning and your yoga practice when you come home. Or your meditation in the morning and go for your hour of power, whatever exercise that you do. I'm not saying it has to be yoga, but I'm already. Then dinner for these 3 days, oh no, there's a car going off. Dinner for these 3 days is going to be a soup and a salad. I've given you 2 of my simplest soups to make. My Green Goddess Detox soup or my pumpkin coconut ginger soup recipes. You're going to have that with a little bit of leftover salad from your lunch. So make sure when you're making your lunch that you have a little extra left for your salad. Then after your dinner, nothing goes into your digestive system except a little herbal tea or water until 12 hours the next day when you have your green juice, so that you give your body 12 hours to do the work of elimination, of absorption. Well, that's not the right word. Digestion, absorption, and elimination. You're going to find that your whole digestive system works better when you don't snack or eat late at night, and that you give your body 12 hours. So wake up, you have your lemon and lime water, you get your hour of power, you meditate, you have your green shake, you're prepared with your lunch for the day. If you're going to go off to work, you have already prepared your lunch the night before, right? Take it with you. If for some reason that doesn't happen, you have to go out to lunch or a meeting, make sure, order especially from the restaurant, say, I want my plate to be 80% greens, 10% beans or some kind of non-animal proteins. So if you want some tofu or some tempeh, you can add that there, and some complex carbohydrates, right? Remember, throughout the day, you're hydrating. You're drinking your detox elixir. You're drinking water or coconut water. Then you have your afternoon snack, and when you're having your lunch, by the way, especially if you're eating at work, please don't just eat out of a box or a container. Please plate your food. Please sit down. Please take a moment to breathe, to look at your food, to give thanks for your food, and to eat slowly and mindfully. How many of us are just shoveling food down our face while we're at the computer or in our cars, or, take time. This is your time. And then you come home from work, or you have your afternoon snack. You come home from work, you do a little 15 to 20-minute yoga practice. You prepare yourself for dinner. And I'm inviting each and every one of you to look on that shopping list. There's something called Epsom salts there. Go to a pharmacy, pick up a few bags of Epsom salts. They are the cheapest, most effective, most beautiful form of self-care and spa treatment that you can ever have. Epsom salts are essentially magnesium. Set a bath. You want to have at least 1 pound of Epsom salts in your bath. Shake it all up, put some essential oils if you have them, and just give yourself a 20-minute soak. Epsom salt will help to move toxins out of your body, deeply relax your muscles, and prepare you for sleep. Most importantly, by 9 o'clock, wherever you are in the world, I want you to turn off your smartphones, put your computers down, take out a book, turn off the TV, the news. Read a book that you've been dying to read. Read something inspirational. Read something funny, right? Read something that's uplifting you, and close your eyes at 10 o'clock and go to sleep so you can get your 8 hours of sweet sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours. That is how we are going to radically shift our bodies from an acidic state to an alkaline state, so that we can feel the energy and vitality that we know we're capable of having. So, I think I've chatted for a long time. At the back of your book is your shopping list. Please look at the ingredients there. I put basic things down here, like, salt and pepper, right? Please, there will be salt. I'm sure there's many of the things that you already need here in your shopping list. You do want to have a high-speed blender or a NutriBullet to make your green shakes. Having a blender that doesn't really work and making your shakes kind of thick and is not very nice. So borrow one or buy one, but it's very important to have a high-speed blender. All your recipes are here. Green smoothies, breakfast. Of course, I did not give a breakfast recipe for the veggies. You can do that. Your lunch recipes, your soups and salads. It's all here. Choose what you would like to eat from the suggested menu. Make sure you are prepared. You must. The key to this program is learning to prepare your food, not just for this program, but for your life. You cannot depend on what you're going to get for lunch at work. You cannot depend on anybody else for your food except yourself. And the quicker you learn that, and the quicker you teach your kids that, the healthier you're going to become. It was only when I took charge of my own kitchen was I able to transform my health. So, my beautiful people, I'm about to bring this to a close. I'm going to go into the ask the questions. I'm going to see if I can answer as many questions as I can, and then we'll end. So if there are any more questions, let's put them in the chat. So number one is, I lose weight easily. Can you advise what portions or food combinations I can do during the detox, as I'm in the gain weight side? So that's a beautiful question from Adine. Thank you so much. What I would suggest, Adine, is to add another shake for sure in the daytime. So have 2 shakes, and I would just step up my carbs a little bit. So instead of half a cup of carbs, I would do a whole cup of carbs. And I think that for me, when you detox, Your body just gets into balance. Whether it is about gaining weight or losing weight, your body will get into balance. How do we access the yoga video you mentioned in the program guide? Great question. It is in an email that you are going to be getting tomorrow. Will this video be able? I think that email the yoga video and the meditation video emails go out tomorrow. If not, I will make sure that they do go out tomorrow. So if you didn't get them, don't worry. We are sending those out tomorrow morning, bright and early, so that if you want to start practicing the yoga, you can go ahead. Remember also that I will be sharing yoga videos throughout this week with Camilla, Dr. Kimani, Jessica will be all practicing yoga and sharing that on Facebook and Instagram. Are there ways to adapt or modify the menu if all the ingredients aren't available or they're a bit over your weekly food budget? Debbie, great question, and thank you. I've really tried to keep this, the menu very simple without having to buy a lot of fancy ingredients. Please, Debbie, as long as you are no sugar, no alcohol, no wheat, no dairy, no processed foods in your diet, and that 80% of your plate is raw or cooked vegetables, 10% is legumes or cooked beans, and 10% is complex carbohydrates, you're fine. You can keep it so simple. Just follow that, and don't think that you have to go out of your food budget. It is possible to eat healthy without spending a ton of money. Trudy, I love shredded carrots. Can I tweak my salads and add some? Of course. Shredded carrots are awesome. In fact, everybody should always have shredded carrots set up in their fridge to add to salads. It gives it a beautiful color and a crunch, and it's so good for you. Do all the liquids we consume count towards the daily recommended water? So like I think she means a soup. No, I would like you, Trudy, to have your soup and your smoothie and all of that plus half your body weight in ounces of water every day. Is there any replacement for the Ezekiel gluten-free bread wrap? So, Aideen, just so you know, if you are in Jamaica, Natural Health in Kingston carries Ezekiel bread, wraps and bread and a whole line of beautiful gluten-free stuff. If you can't do that, any gluten-free bread is fine. Or you can use our beautiful stuff that we have here in Jamaica, some bami, baked bami, or a piece of breadfruit, or a piece of yam, or a piece of plantain, yeah? Jonelle, I started eating right and lost weight. However, my body feels loose. Any suggestions with building muscles? Absolutely, Jonelle. Start with the yoga practice that we're going to give you. Terry, I'm a single mom of 3. I tend to overeat when I'm not hungry. I don't sleep well and I work nights. I love exercise and taking care of myself. But the last 3 years have been a struggle to get my fitness level back on top. I want to be vegan, but my children do not like vegan foods. Terry, my beautiful lady in London, England, these 3 days are for yourself. I know it's hard. I want my kids to eat healthy too. They don't necessarily, but they're watching me eat healthy and take care of myself. And one day they're going to understand. So you do what you can do for yourself. Terry, start to take care of you because you have those kids. You have to look after them. You want to have the energy and vitality. Follow this program. It's not hard. You're going to get so many benefits. Giselle, hi, thanks so much for offering this 3-day detox. I have a keen interest in becoming certified in health and wellness so I can help others who have faced these blocks. Yay, me too. I myself have sinus issues and finally had to start thyroid meds, and my family has a history of high blood pressure. I don't want to become a doctor, but it's a field of great interest to me. Please let me know of any courses, certifications you know. That's so beautiful, Giselle. There's a beautiful online course called Integrated Nutrition, IG Nutrition. It's fabulous. Anybody who has done that has done so well. Check it out, IG Nutrition. Can you define sugar? I see that some fruits and even a little brown sugar is included in some of the recipes. Yes, truly great question. So, sugar. We should be eating no more than 2 teaspoons of sugar a day. The average person is eating between 16 and 25 teaspoons of sugar a day. So there is on one of my recipes, and I don't remember what, I think it's a dressing for the bok choy salad, there is a tip of brown sugar. We can't avoid sugar, but we definitely can modify and eliminate it, okay? Or cut it back as best as possible. So yes, fruits have sugar, and that's why in my shakes I've only put 1 fruit in the sugar and 1 fruit as a snack if you want. I know so many people that say, oh, I do my smoothies every day. I have banana, papaya, gooseberry, mango, everything in the green shake, all fruits. That is way too much sugar. So fruits are amazing, but modification. Question, should I eat when I'm doing the detox? Yes, I am a big believer in eating and eating healthy. So follow my program. Renee, I'm really excited to start the detox, but I have a couple of questions. What is the reason for avoiding acidic producing foods? Which is better, the coconut milk in the can or the regular coconut milk in the box? Similar to almond milk. I noticed you mentioned weaning off coffee. Is coffee bad? Great questions, Renee. Thank you. The reason for avoiding acidic producing foods. So what are acidic producing foods? And just for this detox, right? There are some foods that are acidic producing. And remember, these are not necessarily foods that are bad for you, but they're a little bit more on the inflammatory side. And we're trying to alkaline ourselves. We're trying to reduce inflammation in our system. So acidic producing foods are things like citrus fruits, so oranges and grapefruits. Remember, lemon and limes are okay. Strawberries, interestingly enough, are very acidic. And I know I'm going to break your heart, but tomatoes are very acidic. So if you notice on my program, there are no tomatoes at all. Other acidic producing foods are definitely red meat and chicken. So that's why we limit that. And for these 3 days, I'm just asking you to take a walk on the wild side with me and go for 3 days without fish or chicken or red meat, okay? If you are dying and can't handle it, I don't want you to fall off the bandwagon and stop the detox. Have a piece of fish if that is, you can't survive, or a piece of chicken. I am okay with that if your body just can't go 3 days yet without chicken or fish or animal protein, but I'm asking you not to eat any red meat and no processed meats, meaning sausages or hams or bacon or anything like that, right? I'm not saying you all have to be vegan, but try as best as you can to be plant-based. It's only 3 days. My favorite way of coconut milk, Renee, is to make it myself. It is super easy. And I want to be sure, yes, you have the recipe in your book. If you can't, wherever you are, get dry coconuts, then the coconut milk in the can is fine. It's better. It's not the best, but it's okay. And I prefer that one in the can to the one in the box, like almond milk. They're too much preservatives. And then the last question, is coffee bad for you? So that's a big one. I used to say on my programs, no coffee. And I had so many people who would not do my programs because they could not imagine going without a coffee in the day. And if you stop coffee right away, if you drink a lot of coffee and you go cold turkey, you can feel horrible for a few days. So I don't personally think coffee is bad. I think 1 cup of coffee is actually a good thing for you. But anything beyond 1 cup is too much. So if you're a coffee person, 1 cup of coffee, black or with coconut milk or almond milk, no added sugar, and that's it. The rest of the day, you're just hydrating, hydrating, hydrating. Having more than 1 cup of coffee a day turns your body into an acidic state. Does age matter in relation to how our body is? For example, wear and tear on joints causing arthritis. I've been on this planet longer. Not sure what that means, but I'm finding a lot of younger people feeling joint pain and age and on their age and wear and tear on their muscles at a very early age because they're full of acid. Most of our young people today are growing up with the most acidic state because they're eating so much processed food, so much fast foods. I'm working in the evening. Is it okay to move the times in the schedule to a little later? Shah says that. That's fine, Shah, as long as you give your body that 12-hour rest between your last meal, dinner at night, and your first meal in the morning. Great question, Trudy. How do you avoid teeth erosion with lemon lime water if you're doing it for an extended period of time? Awesome question. Thank you. If you tend to have receding gums like I do, drink your lemon and lime water with a straw and then wash your mouth out right away, because the lemon and lime water can affect your teeth enamel. Great question. The smoothies yield 2 cups. Are we supposed to drink it all at once? I drink about 16 ounces of my smoothie in the morning, and then I put the rest of it up for my afternoon snack. Or you can freeze it and have it for the next day. So it's up to you. Thank you, Olivia. Can we use beans from the tin? How about coconut milk in a can? Yes or no? The hardest part for me is the no coffee. I didn't say no coffee, Tracy. 1 cup of coffee. 1 cup of coffee. And if you want to try coming off the coffee totally, which is such a good idea every now and then, have 1 cup of coffee on Tuesday, half a cup on Wednesday, quarter cup on Thursday. And by Friday, with all the high vitality food that you're having, you probably won't need the coffee at all. My issue, this is Maya, my issue is I'm a stay-at-home mom with a 15-month-old, hence getting time to myself will be hard. Some of the recipes, is it okay to miss one of the ingredients? Yes, Maya, if some of the things in the recipe are not there, it's okay. Do the best that you can. And I know you have a young one at home. Just find those moments, carve them out when she's sleeping or he's sleeping to get some new time. I go to the gym at 5 a.m. in the morning. I do the treadmill. I'm a little nervous about exercising. Yes, you can have your exercise, your green juice before you exercise if you would like, Debbie. No problem. Nicola, thanks for all this info in your 3-day detox. How critical is it? 12-hour rest. Critical. So meaning the last meal. So if you eat dinner at 7, your soup and salad at 7, nothing in your body till 7 a.m. That can't be too hard, Nicola, and it is such a game changer for your digestive system. Roxanne, blessings. What will happen with Camilla, Kimani, and Jessica throughout the week? What time are the webinars? I don't know yet, Roxanne. We're working that out, but we'll be sure to let you know. Generally, how often should we do yoga a week? And can we do the detox for more days? Yes, absolutely, Lo. You can extend this program. It's so not even just a detox. It's a lifestyle of eating. And you can do yoga every day. It's the most beautiful thing for you. I usually drink soy milk and oats for dinner. Is that okay? Fel, I prefer you please to do my soup and salad. Soy milk and oats are very inflammatory for you. Please go to the soup and salad for dinner. Moya, any suggestions for the recipes that call for the oven, but the oven doesn't work? What should we do instead? Moya, do you have a toaster oven? There are not many recipes that call for the oven, really. Hopefully you have a toaster oven. How about organic coffee? Yes, organic coffee is the only thing that I drink. Black or with some homemade almond milk. Yes, you can have your 1 Carlene cup of coffee. And I'm sorry I didn't hear your response to using tin legumes. Okay, I didn't respond to that. I would prefer for this 3 days that nothing comes out of a tin. There is so much that preservatives that they have to do to keep those beans in the tin. But I understand if you're super busy. I would prefer you to buy the dry beans, soak them and cook them as per the recipe. But if it's the last thing and you can't do anything more and you've got to buy it in a tin, that is okay. You're just going to do the very best that you can this week, okay, guys? There's no failure here. You're just going to do the best that you can. If you are getting your beans out of the tin, please wash them and wash them and wash them. So I think we are going to call it the end of this beautiful webinar. I just want to thank all of you for taking this time on Sunday to listen to me. Please, if you haven't done so already, print out this manual, read it Plan your meals from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Go shopping and take 2 hours, either today or tomorrow, and prep your meals. Put everything in containers. Wash and prepare your greens. Put them in containers. Cook your beans. Put them in containers. Do all your little condiments and salad dressings and your nuts and seeds. Put them in containers. Plan out your shake in the morning. Have everything ready so it's just easy and good to go. Watch that meal prep webinar. It will tell you everything you need. So before we end, let us put our hands on our hearts. Relax. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. If there's any anxiety, fear, negativity about this program, please let it go. Please know that we are all beginners. We are all on this journey together. We are all coming here with different stories, different levels of being, but we're here for the same thing. We want to be in a state of optimal health and happiness, and we're going to do this together. So please let go of any expectations. Be prepared by looking at your shopping list, buying your food, prepping it all so it's easy and ready for you. Make your soups ahead of time. Take out the portions of your soup that you need for that day and freeze the rest. And prepare to give yourself a 3-day body, mind, soul experience. Book yourself something wonderful if you can, a mani-pedi, massage, a facial, or just take an Epsom salts bath. It costs 250 Jamaican dollars for a pack of Epsom salts, and it is the greatest spa treatment you have. And if none of that is available for you, take some time to walk in nature, to breathe in fresh air, to feel the earth below your feet. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. You'll hear from me every day between now and the end of this program. Stay true to you. Stay committed to yourself and to each other. Have a wonderful day.